Welcome back, guys. Hops and spiced goat, cucumber raita, and pickled onions, steamed wontons, blackened cabbage, and chili lime dressing, goat cheese and herb ravioli in a goat broth kusume. That was just some of the items that this lady, Chef Bianca did at the event, Good to Goat, put on by Franka Philip. And she is going to roll out a recipe, because you see the folks at the Caribbean Flavors of this morning for us. And Franka, Bianca has a tawa and a frying pan.
Right on.
So she making roti?
No,
So she making curry goat?
no, she's making goat tacos.
Making goat tacos. Come
Yes,
on,
it's goat tacos, a new approach to tacos.
Joanne, don't laugh at me.
Don't laugh, you will be eating your fingers.
Totally.
You'll be eating your fingers, Joanne.
So why you make a roti? You eat that one?
Everybody else is making roti.
Everybody
I
are
don't want to do
custom.
it too.
All right,
Everybody are custom.
Let's
But
make
it's sort of a kind of a roti.
it is. It actually is.
Actually,
It actually
made
is.
out of corn.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay. So quick. We're gonna do a quick saute here. I have done a few toppings because it is a play on a taco, right? So we're gonna be cooking. You really shouldn't be sauteing with olive oil, but that's what we have today. So we're gonna use it. So you really want a nice heat. You want this to be nice and hot.
So that's just basically the goat meat ground.
Right. So
Grounded.
this is the ground goat meat.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do is quickly saute it. It has some spices in it. I added some nice warm spices. Cinnamon, cumin, some oregano, some Cajun seasoning, all ground seasoning. You can also do fresh as well if you want. This recipe just works well, for if you want to do something quickly, okay? The fire needs to be very high.
Right.
And you see how quickly this cooks up, right?
Yeah. So that's almost like if it was like minced beef.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like minced
Exactly.
beef. Yeah.
But leaner, because
Right.
goat is a very
so
lean meat.
Right.
exactly. So goat is very, very lean. So you actually do not want to cook it very long.
Right.
Okay, on high.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So for me, this is cooked.
Cool. So literally
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Really
Yeah, 2
literally
minutes.
ready, yes.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Of course, you're gonna taste it for seasoning of salt and pepper. It's good already.
Yeah.
One thing that I want to alert you to, so because it has a sort of gamey taste to it, a nice pinch of sugar
Sugar.
or a little bit of honey would work really great in this. I'm not saying make it sweeter.
Right. Yeah. Just a pinch of sugar.
A pinch of sugar.
Not
Exactly.
a teaspoon.
Right.
Not a teaspoon. A
Don't
pinch.
put words in my mouth.
That is something that I've noticed, that when you use gamey meat, so for example, if you eat deer or if you eat moose or any of those kind of meats, any kind of honey-based sauce
Yes.
goes really well with
good.
it.
Or,
Yeah.
or naturally sweet
Sweet
things
things,
like
yeah.
cherries and things like that.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
works
Apricots,
really
yeah.
well
It
with
cuts
It cuts the gaminess.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very, it's
Yeah.
a very rich
Yeah.
flavor.
But I don't know if it cuts it, but it certainly complements it.
Right. Got you.
Okay.
Got you.
So now we're gonna just brush the tawa.
The
I use
tawa.
my tawa like for everything.
Right.
Everything that needs to be seared, I prefer to do it on my tawa. Reason being, the tawa is always seasoned.
Right.
So
Yes.
I really don't have to think about if it's gonna stick, if it's not sticking. So this is always going to work. So it's my most used tool in my kitchen as far as searing. This is what I use for. Even when I want to do toast and I don't want to pull out the toaster,
Are you
I
serious?
use this. Yeah,
Wow.
I use this for
That's
everything.
a tip though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
That's Use your
Very
towel.
useful. Use it
Yeah, I mean,
Use your towel.
you can't have a piece of equipment in your kitchen that you can only use for one thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could make a nice pot bake, a nice what they call pot bake. You could use it nice on a tower too.
Totally.
Which is kind of why we're discussing what we're discussing, because we've used goat one way in this country for over and over, and now we are
Exactly.
showing you different ways
No,
that you
and
can use goat.
It is very interesting. I love the project because it just means that, we are now evolving.
Yeah.
We are bringing it to another stage,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I really love that.
Yeah.
Because if it can be, you know, I always say that if it can be done somewhere else, you could definitely do it where you are, you know?
Yeah.
So this is ready, and it's kind of like a soft taco.
Cornmeal?
Cornmeal, yes.
Cornmeal, yeah.
Yes. And I made a bunch of different toppings.
So Bianca, you are now really being pushed to the creative limit.
I love it, you know?
Because
I love pushing to the limit.
Yes.
When she first told me, I was scared to death.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, you know what? If somebody else is doing it anywhere else, why can't we do it here?
Yeah.
You know? So, you know,
Tomatoes.
A real taco style, as you say.
totally taco style.
Cucumber.
And who would know is goat meat in there?
I mean, but wouldn't you just love the fact that it's a different meat?
Yeah.
I would totally just love that.
So Franka, I mean, for those viewers, you're speaking about the goat and the sheep farmers association. So, like for instance, that meat that Bianca would have sourced this morning, that's a young goat. That's young
local
goat meat.
Local goat. Yep.
Folks can get that young goat meat at the supermarkets
And it's
now.
interesting that they're going to start rolling it out in the new year. And it was an experience for both of us working with them because, of course, nobody really asks for a young goat. So the first goat we got was, what, 9 months old?
Was 8 months old.
8 months or 9 months old. Oh, yeah, okay, we like that. But then when we got Fred, the final...
Fred was an old.
Fred was old. But even though he was old, he wasn't hard and thing and having,
he took care of his body.
He took care of his body. He was well taken care of. And you know, on Sunday gone, a few of us, Chef Bridget, Roger Rampersad from Buzo, and Adi and Sergio, my business partner, we went down to the goat and sheep farmers end of year lunch, end of year party, sorry. And we visited Mr. Lindsay Gay's farm, and those goats are in such beautiful conditions. The goats come and they look and they want you to pat their head, you know, they're not crying plenty. I mean, the goats are well taken care of. So you know, they do, of course, some of the sheep as well come out, they eat their food in the pastures and things, but nice, well taken care of animals.
Wow. You smelling what I'm smelling?
I'm smelling what you're smelling.
And Bianca is doing another...
Yeah, that's the healthy version.
That's healthy because she's Chef Bianca.
Yeah, well, of course. And you know,
because she's Chef
we
Bianca.
have to address health in this day and
must.
age.
You know? You just have to take care of it. So,
Bianca, stop. Let's just take a break. Then we will plate these things up, and we will taste all this wonderful goat-licious meals. I just came up with that. Goatlicious.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm not sure I really like the word.
No?
Goatlicious.
Goatlicious.
New one.
It's
a new one.
It's in the dictionary as we speak.
Goatlicious.
Somebody's typing it in the
Goatlicious.
If you had a match, bootylicious.
Oh, boy! When we come back, we taste up, guys. This is a project, as I said, I'm very proud to be part of. Franka, I want to thank Franka for as I said, including us here at the Roman Culinary Studio for being part of it. And we're looking forward to all the exciting stuff next year. So keep following us. Real Trini Food. It is real_Trini Food
on Instagram.
Right, guys, follow us at the Roman Culinary Studio, Cuppa Joe, Chef Bianca. We'll be giving you all the information as to how we are going to deal with goat in 2019. Come on back. We taste up all these wonderful dishes right after this.